up, y'all? It's Crew, also known as Araneae Stone, checking in. I am your Cosmic Rootwork astrologist specializing in Mars activations as well as North and South Node consultations, okay? So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can hit me up at the araneastorm.wix.com/info/book a reading with me. You feel me? If you feel my energy, you feel me? We are stepping into, or we are finishing up, I should say, the Saturn sign series. We'll be going through Saturn in Sagittarius through Saturn in Pisces this week. So, to my Saturn in Sagittarius, before we get started, you already know these are the things. These are the things, y'all, I'm about to condense because a lot of stuff is starting to pile up on these other things. So I'm going to just start saying, instead of going through the whole list of things, tapestries, bottles, all of that stuff, as far as my artwork, just go on the website. You could look it up, araneastorm.wix.com/info, and you can find all my stuff in the shop. You feel me? So if you would like to support, I just dropped the Aquarius Mars activation, the Araneae video. So if you would like to check that out, definitely check that out. But other than that, we getting a little piled up. You feel me on the things? These are the things. I'm not going to start saying these are the things, I don't feel like. But I definitely want to say that a lot of stuff is starting to kind of build up. So make sure you definitely check that out. Like I said, all information will be below. Also, if you would like to drop through, I am in the process of actually dropping the Black Lesbian Archives exhibits coming down this week. Actually, once you view this, it will be dropping next week. All info below. We will be talking about the Cashapp project. That's also something I'm doing too, off topic of the astrology things that I'm doing. So if you would like to check that out, definitely check that out. And other than that, that's all we got. Let's just go into it. Let's drop into it. Saturn in motherfucking Sagittarius. What does that mean to be a Saturn in Sagittarius? So let's talk about Saturn in terms of a planet in general. Saturn is the planet when we talk about Capricorn energy, all right? We talk about Capricorn energy in essence, and we also just talk about the energy of restriction, what it means to have limits and limitations. You know, Saturn, when you have your Saturn return and you have it all, or you're talking about, or you're listening into conversations about your Saturn return, this is where you've learned, or you're coming to learn these long, hard life lessons. About 27, 28 to around 31, 32. And you have earlier Saturn returns, but I feel like once you get to this, I'm currently in my Saturn return as we talk in Aquarius. But when you start talking about the Saturn return, this is when you come to like this new chapter in your life where you start to become this sense of what was that show called? With Corey and Topanga, and it was like a show about like adolescence and growing up and learning like those lessons, this adulting. I forget the name of the show that used to come on back in the day. Boy Meets World. There it is. A boy meets world. A boy meets world. Thinking on the road is tonight. And what we'll do is, and all the friends will always, it's him or me. A boy meets world. I don't know if y'all remember that song, but that's the song that I'm thinking of. Like, this is Saturn when you are going through this process of, you know, you're molding, you feel me? Like you're molding yourself, you're rebranding yourself in a sense of not specifically talking just about business, but just who you are as a person. You're letting go of the old and coming into the new when Saturn comes here. It teaches you those lessons that people sometimes, most of the time, run away from. But Saturn is here to teach you the lessons of whatever particular sign and house this particular placement is in. And y'all already know. Make sure you check to see what your Saturn house is. Not only just the sign, but you definitely want to check into the house too. So if we're talking about Saturn and Sagittarius, what happens when Saturn meets Sagittarius, okay? And I don't think I talked fully into the Saturn energy. This is talking about, I'll touch on it real quick and then we'll jump into the Sagittarius. This is when we're talking about limitations. We're talking about government systems. Systems have been in place. This is cardinal earth, okay? This is the ruler, once again, of Capricorn and Aquarius. So a balance between new innovative ideas, remembering the past, what has been set forth in tradition. These are the legacies, you feel me? These are the things that kind of restrict you until you learn the lessons of this particular placement. So when we have Saturn meet up with Sagittarius, Sagittarius is big picture energy, right? Sagittarius is thinking of the whole thing versus just the thing. It's thinking about the whole thing, the bird's eye view. You feel me? This is when we're talking about religion, philosophy. You feel me? When we're talking about the upper, before we get to the upper echelon, this is expanding your mind. This is world stage. This is diplomats. You feel me? I'm not even going to go there because in my mind I was thinking of Dipset, but we're not going to go there today, all right? We're not going to go to Dipset today, but that's in my mind. That's what I was thinking about Dipset. It's like, you know what I mean? The diplomats. You feel me? Oh, yes, wait a minute, Mr. This the gem, yep. Put your hands up and just wait, hey. That's what I'm thinking of. All right. So this, when you are having your Saturn return in Sagittarius, this is the energy of, I feel like, honestly, as I record this is February 14th, all right? This is the year that we have South Node Sagittarius right now. So shout out to all my nodal return babies and also my reversal nodal return babies, i.e. over here. I'm a North Node Sagittarius, South Node Gemini, okay? So I understand this energy.
Increasing attack.
Oh, hold up. I understand this energy very well. But this is the energy that we're talking about, like your mind as far as like expansion, wanting to know new things, wanting to discover new things can be restricted, especially at a younger age. Maybe at a younger age, this is the energy where you might have grew up in a family or an environment where they restricted your spiritual beliefs, the things that you believed in, the things that you knew to be true, regardless if you read that shit in a book or you just learned that shit off of GP and your intuition and channelings that you might have gotten as a youth. You feel me? This is the energy that challenges you to really start thinking of things outside of the box. You feel me? Versus what you've heard or what you've learned growing up in the environment that you were in. Once again, your family dynamics and situations that you were in. This is going to challenge you to look a little bit deeper into the energy of Sagittarius and to see what you can discover on your own through experiences. You feel me?
Upon lesbians
okay. Audrey, give me a second. Audrey. You're doing a lot. Okay, my bad, y'all. But yeah, this is going to be the energy that you are going to want to really embody, that Sagittarius energy, really understand this Sagittarius energy, wanting to expand your mind, you know, go into theories of actually why you believe what you believe versus what somebody told you what you needed to believe into that thing. You feel me? This is the energy that's going to make you question. This is the energy that's going to make you dive deeper. You feel me? Than just surface-based information that was given to you or was passed along to you to believe. You're going to want to go on that long journey with Sagittarius here. Especially, once again, you want to check in to see what houses this is going through, but specifically for Saturn, Mercury retrograde as we speak, Saturn and Sagittarius, this is going to be the energy for you where you're going to want to dive, your mind is going to want to dive deeper. You're going to want to know why you believe in the thing that you believe in, okay? This is research. And I'm not just talking about sitting in the computer research, looking up, going on YouTube. No, you're going to actually want to go to these places. You're going to want to meet people from these places. You're going to want to speak the same languages that people are speaking in this place, and I mean more than one language, okay, Sagittarius? This is you're going to want to dig deeper here especially as you age, especially as you get older. This is also too, I feel like when we talk about Sagittarius energy, we think of like that arrow peeling back, shooting that arrow, you know what I mean? Shooting that arrow into the direction. Just look at the Sagittarius symbol in general, you know, that archery of just shooting it back, boom, you know, getting your mark, completing your mark, you know what I mean, and your craft. You know, Sagittarius likes to be the best at everything it does. It goes all in, it goes all out, it goes there. You feel me? When we're talking about Sagittarius energy in general, it wants to go beyond, above and beyond. So Sagittarius is going to make sure that it is, and honestly, I feel like even though Sagittarius energy and Saturn energy are like completely opposite energy, because Jupiter is here when we talk about Sagittarius, this is going to be energy that wants to make you be a craftsman in what you are. So you will study. The one thing about Saturn and Sagittarius is that I could say about y'all, if you're interested in that thing, you will go all in. My arm's looking kind of good. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Arm's looking kind of good. Anyway, you will want to go, if it's something that you're truly interested in, you will dive deep. I know some people will say, it just came in my mind, some people will say, well, once I get into it, I don't know, it's hard for me to stick to it. No, Sagittarius, it will never leave you, okay, to my Saturn Sagittarius. It will never leave you if it was meant for you. It will never leave you if it was meant for you. You will want to study, you will want to see, you will want to experience, you will want to play, okay? This is going to be the energy of Saturn and Sagittarius within this Saturn return or Saturn returns that you have throughout your life. So embody this energy, appreciate this energy, know that it's gonna go beyond way okay way up. I feel way beyond internet research. Sagittarius, you are going to have to go out and do the things that you like to do, that you love to do. You know, Gemini sits on the opposite of you here. This is mutable fire to mutable air, okay, with Gemini here. You know, Gemini just kind of takes facts here and there. You feel me? I take care, a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and I can tell you a little bit about the subject, but I don't know deep. You goes into depth because you went on that journey. You traveled that distance. You went the long way to figure out the things that you need to figure out. You know what I mean? And just by living those experiences, allowing yourself to be spontaneous, allowing yourself to dive deep into those things, is going to allow you to be able to share. And it's going to allow you to be able to come in communion with people who will also be able to give you and share experience with you as you are to them. And this will help you with your Saturn experience. You are meant to explore. You are meant to go beyond the status quo. Also, too, we'll talk about that. It kind of ties into Saturn Aquarius, too, but we'll get there. All right, so it's for those of you that are following, if this is not necessarily your Saturn placement, but this is just something that you follow along. Once again, you already know. Welcome. You feel me? But you are meant to go the long way. Saturn is going to take you into that chrysalis stage before you actually progress into the Saturn and Capricorn phase, where it's in its home sign. All right, it's in its home. It's in its home. It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable here. Hard, but comfortable. All right. So this is my synopsis of Saturn and Sagittarius. We are going to be moving on to Saturn in Capricorn, and we're going to be finishing out in Saturn and Pisces. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you be. You already know what it is. It is already. Start checking out without a motherfucking doubt. Peace.